Are you concerned about any other future development along the water there if this proposed zoning order goes through?
Well, potentially the land near the casino. I don't know if there'd be an impact. It's outside of the area, but you never know about impacts from what happens here to what happens there. They also touched on Holmes Foundry, but recognized that that's fairly far down the street, and that's not within the zone, but that was mentioned to us.
Okay. And then as far as, if this MZO bypasses local planning and public consultation, because that is what it can do, I guess what's your message to either MPP Bob Bailey or perhaps the Minister of Affairs to take a look at this?
Well, my stance is I'm not here, and initially not here to talk. I'm not denigrating Cargill. I'm not trying to be negative against Cargill. I wanted to, and I've had people come up, other politicians, like I sit on county council, and how do you feel and whatnot. And I said, let's focus on the fact that we don't want the government to come in and override our municipal decisions. I feel like that's an overreach, and that's not something an MZO I'm not aware of that's ever happened in this area. There's been some in Toronto area, the GTA, but we should be able to have our own government like our own decisions made based on what we feel is right for our municipality. And then if they come in and override, as you say, there's no public consultation necessarily, so it doesn't feel right.
The budget also mentions I believe it's a 3.81% increase in taxes for 2026. A lot of that was accredited to, I believe it was insurance increases and police pricing. Can you give us some context onto that and what you saw in the numbers for the pricing there?
Insurance is one of those things, like we probably see it in our households, but our insurance has been double digits for the last several years. I can't remember honestly what the percentage was this year, but it's been going double digits. The OPP, it's a formula that's based on calls for service and the baseline. And actually, we have this week a presentation on OPP costing and what happened last year and where it came from. And actually, I had a meeting this morning. We had police board. This is just related. And one of the things they talked to us about was the reduction in overtime. And we said, we really appreciate it. Like they reduced overtime, not involving safety or serious issues, but when it can be reduced, it's reduced. So they had 11% decrease in overtime, which then reflects back on our bills. Okay. So we did say to them that we appreciate that they are thinking about us as the customer and the user group. So they recognize the costs are high. They hear it, they read it, and they're trying to support us.